a better way to kick off this episode than at the very top of Moreton Island, at the lighthouse. This is a pretty impressive lighthouse. It's been completely quarried from local sandstone and it was built in 1957. I struggled to walk up this hill, let alone think of the idea of trying to carry rocks up here. It was an absolute no-brainer. I could not come to a place like Moreton Island and not bring my good mate, Slippery Sailor. He's had some major car upgrades in the last 12 months and I'm sure you'll be seeing those later in this episode. And next we have Ellie from Bikini Angler. This is our local knowledge this episode and she lives and breathes the aquatic lifestyle. And lastly, you know her, we have the apprentice. And you're probably wondering what car is she driving this episode? Well, she's not, she's actually in my passenger seat. So there's no way that I could come to Moreton or come back to Moreton and not bring my right-hand noodle with me. But it makes sense because do you remember the last time we came to Moreton, what we went through?
I try to forget about it. I just keep shoving that memory deep down. But going through Moreton, I keep reliving all these memories. And hopefully today, snorkeling Tangalooma is going to be so much better than last time. And I won't have a panic attack. And I might actually stay in the water for more than 5 minutes this time. So
we're about to find out because we are on our way to Tangalooma right now.
Right, let's do it.
I'm excited. You stink.
You stink. At least I can know which side's east and west. You have it tattooed on your arms and you still forget.
And about to pop out on the, is it the east or the west side?
East side.
Okay.
So we've got someone seeing Tangalooma for the first time, the local expert that knew where everything exciting on the wreck was. And Nas did really good. You know, I think I've got over my fear now. The trauma's gone from the last time I was here. But yeah, it was so epic. It was so good. We saw all sorts of amazing things. To be honest, we could have stayed out there for hours more, but we're getting kind of hungry. There's lots to do in the day. So we're going to keep heading south. How does Gutter Bar sound for a feed?
Gutter Bar? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Lovely.
This is actually insane. I've come to Moreton quite a few times and I thought I knew a lot of the best spots here, but to come with someone that has local knowledge just uncovers so much more. I've heard about these bunkers, you probably heard about them too. In fact, I've seen them all over YouTube, but I've never been able to find them before. So Ellie is like the saving grace of this trip because it's something that's been on my bucket list and now we finally get to see one.
Oh my god, this is so creepy. Alright, so I've been to Moreton a few times before, but it's always been by boat and ski. I've never actually driven on Moreton, so this is my first time exploring the island. While I've been driving Bridget's car, I've had the pleasure to be using the Polaris head unit, which I froth. It is insane, it's so cool. This might be something really stupid, but this is what I love about it. it can swivel, so every time you have a glare or something on the screen, you can just get rid of it, tilt it the other way, and it's not actually in the console, it's just sitting out of it, and it just looks like a little TV screen. It's pretty sick. So I love getting in her car and just playing around with it, putting music on, annoying her with my music, and then I just cannot wait to get one in my car, to be honest.
That was great. My belly's full. Is your belly full?
Oh, so full. That was so good. It was the best feed.
I needed that feed, and it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is really late to be eating lunch, but it's definitely worth coming down here. I want to use the daylight hours that are left, get back to camp, and coincidentally at our camp spot is waterfront views, and it should, fingers crossed, be able with the tide to put the skis in, which means that that's what I think the sunset ski ride.
Ski ride
yeah.
is where it's at.
Shifting safety, because the entire episode is on this. If I lose it, I'll cry. You're probably wondering what this is. It is indeed a cartboard. Will it be hard to ride? Yes. And will I pull it off anyway? Yes. Not for the reasons of being towed behind something. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, not the thing to do at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful, but there's certain movements in the water that don't make you feel so comfortable. Got stuck to my gums because I was smiling too much. Well, I think you guys can guess what I'm about to say. It's about that time of the day. So let's do the thing that we always do. Let's go and set up camp, yes, in the dark, and then get ready for a couple of beers around the non-campfire tonight and watch the ocean and non-sunset. On the agenda for dinner tonight is what I seem to call on this show chicken s'mores. Don't know how we got that. Nas was actually the one that requested it. It seems to be her favorite meal to have at camping. All you need is wraps, some vegetables, and some chicken. The chicken needs to be cooked in sweet chili sauce. No oil, nothing like that, and then it's just infused in it. A little bit of garlic aioli, salt and pepper, and together it's really, really nice, and a lot doesn't get...
Heaven sent, it's literally my favourite meal every time I go camping. I look forward to it so much.
I feel like
And then you had one responsibility and you got sweet and sour instead of sweet chili, so
yeah, no,
I'm less excited.
That's yeah.
It's Woolie's fault.
It's Woolie's fault. It's almost ready, and then we'll prep it up, feed the team, and go to bed because it's quite late.
Cannot wait.
I didn't get taken by a shark. Nasty that first piece of camera. Good morning. I don't know if you can hear the noise of that delicious popping and crackling, but we are cooking a huge breakfast for everybody because, like I said yesterday, ending the day, today is going to be a really high energy day, so starting it off with a massive feed is what we need. Let me stop talking about it and get this finished so that we can eat and then start the day.
I was just about to say...
You're doing a terrible job of this, right?
That
You're
one
right.
was alright. Do it then, mate.
No, it's alright.
It's stuck on there. That one was good.
You're gonna, like, you have to learn. Ready?
Nice. Oh yeah, not tomato. Sorry. I'm fine.
Taste test. First bite review. Nice and warm.
That's what she said.
10 out of 10.
All right, we're up, we're ready, we're fed, and we're really, really enjoying this camp spot. I want to let you guys know that the website is always dropping new designs. You've been seeing it in this episode and many more. A bunch of different red dirt items, which we absolutely love. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah,
Nats?
I think this shirt, I just think it's so sick.
Yeah, there's so many good ones and hot ones dropping. You guys know what to do when the episode is over. Go over and check out the website and see what your wardrobe is missing.
So we can all live and breathe red dirt together.
All right, as we're about to put the jet skis in the water, a bunch of rain just came through. It seems like it's about to clear up, so I'll wait for it to get a little bit better. I thought we'd take this opportunity and have a look around some of the cars, especially considering that Lane has been on the show before. Give us the inspiration as to why you built it this way, what you absolutely had to have to chuck into it if you could pick 3 things.
The 12-volt system had to go in there because, as you know, I've started my own YouTube channel as well.
Yep.
I want to travel, do the things that everyone loves to do and showcase it. So
Need power.
Need power to power everything. The fridge as well, amazing. It's enough storage to hold everything in there as well. And under here as well, we have a air compressor.
Yeah.
So it's all plumbed in, ready to go. So easy, simple setup when it comes to pumping up tires.
I'll give him the plug that he deserves. If you guys want to go and watch some amazing water, YouTube, underwater, all things, all the fish, Lane's the guy for you. There's more than that, but that's something that you definitely specialize in
100%.
way more than I can. So when you guys are done, you can see it all over the car. It's easy to remember. Slippery Sailor, go and check it out, all right? Okay, next we have Ellie. I haven't seen in a while, or I don't see that many patrols that were built dedicated just for touring, which is something that's so obvious that you've done that.
Yeah, definitely. So this is literally a touring car. So this will pretty much take us anywhere, this car. Love it.
But are we just traveling around to local spots? Do we have a big plan to go to the other side of the country? Like, you've got the car ready to go.
The dream is to literally live on the road. So
Really?
yeah, and just have the chance to just be able to go whenever, wherever, whenever.
Yeah.
Have the boat in tow and then rooftop tent. So yeah,
you've set it up like this because the plan's to fully live out of it.
100%.
Why don't you tell everybody, even though it's written on your car, what your Instagram handle is so people that have the same interests as you can find you?
So Instagram and YouTube, everything is Bikini Angler. So yeah, pretty much lifestyle, fishing, full driving, camping, just living the adventure life outdoors.
All right, lucky last. The car that Nasa's driving, her car. I think what people really want to know is, what was the inspiration behind the build of this car?
I've always wanted an N70. I just think it's the greatest thing ever. Throughout the process of building it, I just love making it look so shit. Like, I just think it looks so, I just love the fact that she thinks it looks so good, but it's really so terrible.
Yeah, I must be biased. Okay,
Yeah.
and obviously you hate everything about your car, which
Yeah.
is fine. Like, you can do rebuilds and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
if you had to pick one thing that you hated like a little less, that maybe you did like about your own car, what would that car be?
I think it's a little Rambler, because it's just the floggiest thing you can put in a car, and I'm all about the flog factor. As you can see, the jet ski's on the back as well, so even more floggy. It's just a constant.
And the
tick box.
driver.
And the driver.
The driver
yeah.
seems to match all those things.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course.
The ego's just like all the way up here.
Yeah. All right, all jokes aside, there has been a couple of changes with this car. Yes, I've wrapped the canopy of it and I've changed the bottom of the doors so that all of the supporting partners of the show and the brands that I love and trust are now on the car, and I'm really proud to have them there. There is some new toys or jewelry, I like to say, I believe, that lights the jewelry of a car that I think add to that stealthy design. And I've gone with hardcore lighting. I've been using it on this trip. I've only just put it on and I've just started working with them, and so far so good. I'm really happy with that, and the catalog is huge, which is what sparked my interest. I'm about to be going on a massive Outback WA experience, and it's time to make some upgrades. I'm actually sad to see my rooftop tent and my awning go, but that's the thing about 23Zeros, that they're so elevated, they always stay one step in front, and they've got a whole new bunch of gear. So I'll be putting an upgraded awning and rooftop tent on the car, as well as I've got my new fancy shiny shoes by ROH that I could have put on for this trip. I'm just going to be honest with you, the reason that I didn't is, like I said, the car is being revealed at the Brisbane show. Hopefully you guys get to see it there if you're local to Brisbane. And the last few bits and pieces before I go on my big Northern Territory WA tour. And now that the rain has finally passed, let's get stuck back into the episode and do some high adrenaline stuff. What do you reckon, cameraman? Nice. All right, let's go.
Hold up, Bridget, I've just popped something in my bonnet. I just heard a loud bang. I'll stop and check out what it is.
Yeah, shit, no worries, we'll stop.
So I just blew a hose in the engine bay of the car, and fortunately I found the clamp sitting in the engine bay as well, so that saved us. But I need to tighten it up, and unfortunately my screwdriver, the only one I have, is in here, which I can't get that out because this is here. So, and plus the jockey wheel handle broke on the jet ski trailer too, so I'm in all sorts of mischief today. Alright, so I've just tightened the clamp. We're on our way to go jet skiing, so I don't want to hold the crew up any longer. Don't worry about bush mechanics, this is beach mechanics, so let's go.
Water sports and all of the adrenaline activities is my duty to make Nas as amazing as I am. I have my kite board, something different. It cuts really well, but it's incredibly hard to get up on. So let's see how many times she falls and wish her luck.
You said it was easy to get up on.
I lied.
Yeah.
Secret spot. We found it about a year ago. You guys need to see it. It's on the south side of Moreton Island, just around the corner from Gutter Bar. That was unreal. She knew it, I knew it, we knew it when we were driving down here, but the team didn't know it. And based on their reaction, I think that they were beyond surprised. This place is absolutely stunning. If you know where Gutter Bar is, you know where this is. Before the weather gets so bad, we may as well put the skis on and start heading back so that we can bunker down. See you in a second.
See you then.
Another episode of Red Dirt Diary. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Lane has made the effort to come quite a few hours down to the southeast of Queensland, so we've decided to take it one step further, and we'll be bringing you a bonus episode coming to you really soon, so tune in for that and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
We did it.
Nice meeting you.
Wait, look. Nash shit herself this episode, so you're going to want to watch the bloopers.
She wasn't meant to tell anyone.
This time on Red Dirt Diary, wait. Everyone's names make absolutely no sense to who they really are.
Hey!
Bro, look how black our feet are. Wow, so much money in that shot.
I know.
We'll actually get paid for once. Let's go. Guys,
That way.
This is our local knowledge this episode. Fucked it, sorry. Here we go again. It's getting to the point on Red Dirt that I will ride anything that floats and prove a point that it can be done. This time on Red Dirt, Ellie gets smoked.
I ain't got a bug in my tooth.
Do you know what the sad part is? Is that Ellie is riding my skis. You know when you like cameraman, you get towed behind a boat and then you come out of the water, and like especially when you don't go to the gym as often as I don't go to the gym, and then your tiny little bicep like is like screaming with pain and it feels weird. Like the idea of even holding a stubby like that hurts my bicep.
Yeah.
camera, right? And then you just get all this energy and then leave. You can do it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah. Are you ready to hate me? I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do the world a favor. I really want you to CGI in the B-roll shots my new Assault shiny wheels on the car. This will be in the bloopers, but they would have seen it before. What inspired you to build the car this way?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. I think my biggest inspiration was just to make the most like foggy car, just to make it look as bad as I can. I think what would really benefit this build is if it was an N80 space cab, but if you just take a look behind me, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.